Yo, thank you for clicking on the video. I'm WhosManz. I just like football. All right. I'm here to teach you the X's and O's of the game. I'm not here to teach you the glitches and the exploits and things like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but yeah. If you guys are new, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you never miss an upload. And let's get into it.
When I'm with you.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna try something new, try something different. Hopefully you guys like the background that I made for this. I'm gonna start breaking down some clips. This is an old game, month old, second time recording this. I'm not Jay-Z, I can't just one take Jake this, but yeah, man, we're gonna get into a game. I'm gonna try to break down offense and defense on this. My channel, man, I said this before, but you know, I like the X's and O's, but I'm also about Jesus, I'm also about God. So if you got any prayer requests, throw them down below. Even if you don't believe, if y'all believe and y'all see somebody who don't believe, don't be throwing no hate nowhere. I'm not trying to see no hate on my page. I love everybody that come up on this channel. So if you're new, welcome. Thank y'all for coming through. Let's get into the gameplay, man. This guy, well, first off, your boy played like butt cheeks, but it is what it is. So I told you guys before, I like to come out with a script. This game, I did not come out with a script, and y'all gonna see me struggle. So first play, look at Firemouth. It messes up, and my whole brain just short-circuited for a second. Usually what I like to do is come out in an inside zone. This would have been perfect for an inside zone. The 3-tech is away, or 3-tech is to the running back. I like to run away from the 3-tech. This is just way easier. Shotgun is harder to set up inside zones because it's like, okay, well, there's only usually one way you can run an inside zone this way. Now, pistol, a little harder, right? Pistol, you're free to both ways, but this way it's a little harder to cut back. Coaching is incredible these days, but on Madden it's way easier. So I know I would have got a double team. His inside stuff is out of the picture. I don't have to worry about it, but I ran a mesh. I guess I wanted to see what was going on with his pass defense, but Firemouth gets caught up. I get flustered. I don't step up in the pocket and pay the price. 2nd and 21. From this point on, I just want to get, you know, in better field position to punt the ball, because I'm just like, hey, it's no guarantee I'm getting 21 yards right here. So 2nd and 21, like I said, coming out in a run. He does a great job of shooting his gap. He has a great gap responsibility right there, and you see it muddies it up. Now, if I was a little bit more patient, I could have slipped through this little gap here, but it's harder to do some of the little tiny stuff like that in Madden as it is in real life. Real life, I feel like I'd have been good enough to just kind of split this right here. You know, he has that inside leverage. He has inside leverage right here. Boom, I could have got upfield, but harder to do that in Madden. But regardless, I pick up 5 yards. At this point, I'm just looking to get a few yards so I can punt the ball, get him, you know, opposite side of the field. So gonna run a nice zone beater. This is a cover 2. He's the middle backer. He's playing mid-read. He does it right. You know, you want to get depth to really deter anybody from hitting the deep middle of the field. However, I had a feeling that he was going to, you know, be playing the sticks. You know, he's deep. This corner out, I'm not even going to try to, you know, try it. But I do know if this was middle field open and they stay out and he gets depth, the middle of the field should be good. And that's what this does. Because this is tight, it occupies this vert hook just enough so that he can just sit right in the middle. You'll see me throw it to him underneath in the middle. You see you got this dig here occupying this vert hook. I'm able to get underneath, pick up a few solid yards, right? You get to the 31, and then we're just going to punt the ball. All right, so he comes out in the strong jumbo. This is 14 personnel, 4 tight ends, 1 running back. I'm coming out in the 4-4. That's 4 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers with 3 DBs. I don't really got to worry about wide receivers. He doesn't have any out there, so I don't need as much athleticism out there. And I'm going to shift to a bear front. Bear fronts are a little better when it comes to defending against the inside zone. I spread my linebackers out simply just because I think it would have been easy. I want to contain an outside run. I feel like a lot of people do a lot of outside runs. I want to keep my force defenders outside. I want to keep them outside, right? but he runs inside. Good on him. But I also don't got to worry about getting pancaked all over the place, having a bunch of tiny little, you know, DBs on the field. I have linebackers, I have grown men out there, so not a lot of people are getting manhandled. Once again, I shift into a bear front. I don't spread them out because I'm just like, okay, well, the threat of the outside run is not there. And look at that, man. Look at this. Good coverage. He's open here. You could possibly throw this down to him. He's not going to get a bunch of yards, but this is TJ Watt, so, you know, whatever. And then we got this right here. Peterson. With Peterson, nobody's over here, so I do have the freedom of coming over and trying to help. He decides to throw to the tight end underneath. Holcomb does a great job. 3rd and 3 here. I'm coming out in a cover 6. Now, I'll explain this a little later, but because the trips is to the field and my single is to the boundary, I'm fine with having my cover 2 side on this side of the field. I feel like this is less of a threat to me. There's more space for these 3 to work, right? So I want to have a box over top of this trips. So cover 6, how it's going to play is first out, second out, first in, second in, right? And depending on what happens on this side, right? So if there's no second out, you'll have a bracket on first, on the first out, right? So he'll, you know, help bracket. If both of these guys go inside, then you're set. You have somebody ready to go inside deep and inside middle, and then you also have help backside on those crossers if it's deep, you know, and then you have this player here, and you also have your defender there. So, and look at that. So what happens, right? Inside, outside, and he's up the middle. So he's got to kind of watch this player. What is he doing? He's like, I don't know. If he cuts outside, then he'll take him, and he should bracket that for a second, depending on what's going on backside. He steps inside, boom. You see, we have bracket, you know, underneath, over top. Because he originally went inside, he is man-to-man with him. There's nobody else out here to help, so he's going to stick with him. What I should have done is gone out with him and then get some depth. I already know that he's going to be over top. He's not necessarily going to be guarding this route, but he's over top to just kind of deter it. And I know that he's going to be in the flat. So, and this is the safety that I said is taking second in. So I'm good all over the place, and we get a nice breakup. So this play here, I set up this blitz all wrong. I haven't ran this blitz in forever. I set it up all wrong. I base align and do all this other stuff that I don't need to do. I base aligned because I thought it was going to bring him in closer. Your boy is just a big idiot. So I should have just manually moved him, apexed him in between the slot and the tackle, shift the D-line to the left, blitz them right, and then reassign him on a bluff blitz. So what should happen is it should keep the eye of the lineman here, because he blitzes. Now if I get him outside, I know for 1 he's taken, 2 he's taken, and because he is on the other shoulder, these 3 should be occupied by these 3, right? This guy's blitzing, he's not blitzing, he's not blitzing. So what should happen is I take these 3 and he's blitzing, but optics, there is the threat of these. There's more players on this side of the field still. But I don't set it up right, and you're gonna see yeah, and I like to hug the opposite gap just to give the optics. Boom. I don't set it up right. He takes advantage, hits in the flat. I don't know why I decided to come out in a cover 9. What I should have done was come out, I don't know why I came out in cover 6. I should have came out in cover 9 in this case. I could have benefited from this more, to have the cover 2 side on this side and then have the cover 4 side over here just for crossers, things like that. Usually when I see trips to the boundary, it just lets me know either somebody is crossing deep, somebody's crossing underneath, and they just want space for him. I'm not too worried about him, you know, I like to defend against what the meta is, right? But I don't set it up right, and regardless, I get, you know, caught on the wrong side. But it actually works in my favor that I called it, because that flat defender was there to help on that screen. So yeah, I called it cover 6 there, so I benefited from that. But strong nasty, if you do call a palms, yeah, I call palms, they're not gonna match this. There's no 4 strong match principles. Now there are 4 strong match principles in real life. I've seen where this corner is Meg on him, and then these 3, they'll kind of play it like a palms with these players, man on him. I've seen that from matchquarters.com. That's one way. I've also seen another way through Saban, I believe. Well, they'll take the weak backer and they basically move this over, right? So, you know, you still have your quarter, right? But he's gonna play the first flat from this. He is going to basically now take the backer. The backer's going to take the running back Meg, and then he's going to kind of replace what the backer is with the first in, right? So that's what I've seen. But I've also seen it to where this backer now is just Meg on the running back. So same principles here, where you got first out, second in, first in, but now he is Meg on the running back, and I believe that's how Saban does it most of the time. That's what I've read. I haven't really seen too much on it, but there's a couple different ways that they do it in real life. And once again, you got Meg, and he'll help take any crossers coming across the middle. Something that I have learned is I'll call a cover 6 in this case, and then I'll man up the weak side backer on the running back, and you still get some matching principles. At least this is something I've realized, but I don't do that. I call palms. Do I man up the running back? I believe I did, but he ran the ball anyway. So 1st and 10 here. He has trips. I think I call quarters, and he just throws it into triple coverage. Why, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but hey, it is what it is. But we get the interception anyway. So once again, we're on my favorite formation. What I like to do here, I already called hike, but I look at the safeties. What you should do is look at the safeties, because in too high, it's easier to disguise a lot, right? This could be a cover 3, a single high look. This could be a double high look, but just because it's a too high look doesn't mean it's going to be a cover 2 man or zone, right? Or quarters or anything like that. It's also easier to disguise things in compressed sets, which that's what this is. So I like to look at these safeties. Is one dropping and one kind of staying put? If that happens, I know this is now a one high look, right? This is going to be a middle field closed, and it could be cover 3 or cover 1, which, look at that, he steps down, he goes, you know, he goes deep middle. So this is either cover 3 or cover 1. I know for a fact that this is cover 3 just from them zone turning. I didn't want to throw A because he's just in a perfect spot. He's got depth. If I do decide to throw A, he's deep enough to where he could just stay put and, you know, make a play on the ball. I'm not making any mistakes there. I'm dumping it off to the running back. Yeah, I only get 2 yards here, but I'd rather get 2 yards than none or negative. 2nd and 8. So once again, he's back. Middle field open. We're gonna look at what we run here. Now this looks like man, right? So I'm looking at that. I say, okay, well, this looks like man. This is that one good man route. It's running away from man. A lot of this other stuff is, you know, there's a lot of technicality of that. Now, if you have a dog, you know, if you have a dog running this post here, oh yeah, definitely take advantage of this. And man, I definitely love taking advantage of this middle field open. I'll do that all day. But Pickens' route running is not the best. He is a good contest wide receiver, but I'm not doing it. But I run the hurry up just because I'm just like, okay, well, if he's in man, I want to take advantage of this. And look at this. So I switch it. A couple of things could have happened that I could make this play better. I highlight him and then audible, and what it would look like is if I just motioned him to this side. But you're gonna see something I do. I like to highlight the players that are in motion, which if I kept playing more, I would have definitely used that play again later. But I want to make these linebackers hesitate just a bit to give my linebacker a better shot at getting this double team and working upfield. I've seen what he did last time with this player. He's really good at recognizing the run, so I wanted to do that. I'm going to move Deontay Johnson, and look at that. It holds both of them in the middle of the field just long enough, and you're going to see he gets him pancaked, and I pick up 4 yards, making 2nd and 6 a lot easier. So this play, your boy was just blind. I missed 2 reads. I really like this play against single high and double high as well. Reason being, if this is double high, if this is a 2 zone, I can attack the middle backer. What happens is you have 3 different levels. You have this drag short, you have the pyramid route medium, and then you have the post deep. So if it is, you know, cover 2 zone and both these safeties drift out, this post should be great. Cover 3, you already know if he's the flat defender, Freiermuth is taking him out flat, which means he'll be out here. This pyramid route will keep your hook zone kind of in the middle here, occupied just enough. The drag route will also occupy this linebacker and him as well, just enough with both these routes, which should open up deep here, because even if he drops back or if he drops down, that should give you some space. But we'll play this and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we're gonna run this play, and boom, he drops down and he goes up. That's why you look at your safeties first. Right here, I should be thinking I'm hitting B. Look at all of this space. Look at all that space right there. The linebackers are being occupied, but booty naked open. I still don't throw it. Now, if I miss this read, I'm still fine. I need to go off of this linebacker. And he sends a blitz. You know, you have 3 deep, 3 underneath. He's big on big. You have your 3-on-3 over here. That's why I say you got to set your protection right. If he drifts over with X, hit RB. If he stays with RB, hit X, going across the middle. But I'm blind, so I decided to throw it to Deontay and pick up minimal yards. I could have had a first down, but hey, that's just because I'm blind sometimes. Like I said, if you've noticed, it's been a lot of too high looks with cover 3 and cover 1. So I decided that I would try to attack that. You know, I wanted to really try to attack that. I came out in a cover 3 beater because I had a feeling he would come out in cover 3. He's been doing it a lot all game. This is why you got to pay attention. Once again, I'm going to look at these look at these safeties, and I'm going to put my running back on a swing route and give myself an option either in the seams or on the outside. If it's a cover 3, I know he's deep. He's not going to guard this comeback route. He's going to go to the flat. So if I don't have anybody to occupy the flat with him, he'll be able to just kind of step up into this area here. He'll drift with him for a second and then get out, you know, get outside. Now, if I put a running back out there, he's not going to drift with him at all. He has to respect the out. Same thing over here. He'll try to get in this area here and then drift to the outside, and he'll take, and depending on which one drops and which one sinks is the side that I'll attack. So I look, so I put him on a swing, set my protection, 3-on-3. If he comes, I can just dump it off to him really quick. He drops down, he sinks out. Look at all this space up here. He has to respect this outside, so he can't get too far inside. If he gets too far inside, I can also just dot him up over here. But I'm gonna attack the side with Freiermuth, and you're gonna see this needle. Boom. Soon as he's leaving, I'm gonna throw it more towards the middle. I'm not throwing it out this way. I'm not throwing it directly over top near the S. I'm gonna try to aim for the E. Boom. right down the middle, score my touchdown. All right, so here I have my cover 2 side. I have my cover 3 side. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. I play quarters. He's going to run the ball. The safeties are involved in the run fits. He only picks up 3. Really good run play there. He comes out in a hurry up. Like I said, I'm going to move him down a little further. I'm not as afraid. But this is a perfect play for what I called. This is why quarters is not the greatest against 3x1s. Because I'm kind of stuck. I have to look at 3. But if 2 goes inside and just sits, you know, I know my flat is not going out with him. I know my corner's not going to go out with him. He should go. What he's going to be doing is looking at 3 over here as well. But because he sits, there's nobody really assigned to him but me in the middle. I had to choose. So that's a good combination by him. Once again, he comes out in a 3x1. I'm going to have my cover 2 side, and I'm going to have my cover 4. How this is going to work. He's playing over top, cover 2 on this side. If the 1 goes shallow across, what he should do is come down and take, and he'll look for crossers. If he goes deep and outside, he'll take him and he'll look for crossers. And I know that they're Meg. So we're gonna look. He goes to the middle just in case, and he stays outside. You see, and this is where I messed up. And I'll replay this as he fumbles and gets the ball back. I need to stay on Roberts, shift my D line over to a overfront or to an underfront here. I should have stayed on Roberts and just muddied up this window, get depth with 3 over here. But I don't. I switch off of him last second for some stupid reason, trying to move my tight end or my safety back, and don't get there. And he's able to hit him up in the window and get a nice first down. But you're gonna see that I don't make the same mistake twice with that play, at least. All right, so he's coming out with this bunch wide empty. You know, you got your 2. So what I do is I come out in palms, and I'm not going to explain it too much because this is something that Zando did. So if you guys want to learn about it, go to Zando's page. And this is his empty defense. If you go over there and look, definitely go over there and look for that. But yeah, I'll just let this play out, and I'm basically looking at the first person to go either outside or inside. And I see somebody go outside, so I went over there kind of late, but he threw it as I was going, so I end up getting the interception right there. All right, 1st and 10, we got a stick route, 2 high look, which means I'm looking to this side here. If it's man, he's running this out route. If it's zone, he'll just hitch up. If it's cover 1, I look this side because, you know, you're gonna have your either a deep third or man, and I know he'll be on man. And you'll have a slant. It's just how this is set up. So but anyway, we're looking at this side here with this stick route. I'm looking at 1, 2, and then I kind of I'll look depending on what they've been doing. Sometimes I'll look 1, 2, 3, but for right now I'm looking 1, 2, and then 3, and then I'll look backside. But he comes out, and man, he pushes, he gets a little bump. I didn't think it was going to affect him that much. Boom, it threw the timing off a little bit. So here we're looking, and I'm just like, okay, well, 2nd and 10, I got time. I'm looking at the 2nd quarter, 2:50. I got time. I'm up a touchdown. I'm fine with kicking a field goal. I know my kicker is good, so maybe I want to waste a little bit more time. He's in an under front. I'm running the ball. I know he's getting double teamed, which he kind of does. Is weird, but when they get double teamed and they have inside stuff, it doesn't light up. It's only if it's a one-on-one block. So you see I'm setting my protection as well, as I always do. And look at that, you know, there's 5 in the box. I'm running at it, and I'm gonna call the hurry up as well because I want to keep him in this. And now he's gonna shift to what to me looks like cover 1 man. I see that. I switch to this just in case it is 2 man and it's just a weird alignment. And look at that. He's going deep. He's coming down. He's the robber. He's coming down middle. What I could have done is looking at this side, right? He's got depth. I could have just hit the running back and tried to pick up at least 5. I don't. I throw the drag. Pick up 3 there. That's fine. I'm calling the hurry up again. 2nd and 7. I could run the ball again. I have that option. What I should have done, honestly, is let this go to the 2-minute warning, but I don't. Hand it off, 3rd and 4. You got a 3rd and short. It's great. I'd rather have 3rd and short than 3rd and long or 3rd and medium. This play kind of upsets me the more I look back at it. You know, in the moment, I was like, you know, I just got a little greedy. I could have read it differently. This looks like man, cover 1 man again. Not the greatest play to run against it, but when I see this, I'm thinking, okay, he has inside leverage and he hasn't burnt. There's no way he's gonna, you know, cut this. So I throw it and he cut it. It doesn't make sense as a corner to cut this. You're already way out of position. He just ran it for me. Gets the interception. I'm not gonna complain about it though. That stuff happens in real life sometimes. So all right, so once again, y'all remember what happened last time. I have my cover 2 side and I have my cover 4 side over here. I'm gonna shift my line into an under front. That way I have my one-on-ones over on this side to make it harder for the run game. And then with my cover 2, I know I don't have as much field to cover on this, on the boundary. So I'm free to let my safety do what he needs to do up top over here. And I know he's going to poach the middle, or he's going to poach the middle depending on what Travis Kelce does. Now, if he goes outside, you have him one-on-one outside out there. I know he's Meg, and he'll come poach the middle. If Kelce goes shallow under the middle, he'll kind of meet him down here, and he'll poach anything coming across the middle. And now with him, like I said, I need to stay, kind of get depth and stay in that window so he doesn't have a quick throw. And you're going to see, I stay on Roberts this time. I get depth, I get in that window, he throws it anyway, and my safety poaches. Just look at how this stuff works out. I bring him inside because I know he's going to work his way outside. And now here's another reason why I keep him inside, right? I brought him inside because I'm not too afraid of 2 beating me outside. I have help on the outside. And also, this also kind of helps with this angle on the run. But I'm not too afraid of him beating me outside. I have help outside. He's a flat defender. So I want him inside helping with this route and this route. And you see I'm right here. If he decided to quickly throw this, I'm there. But we got my guy poaching across the middle. Boom. And you see what happens. Look at that. We get the interception. And my man's gonna quit. He done had enough. We both been playing boo-boo. He said, since we both been playing like boo-boo, let's get up out of here. All right, so yeah, that's the game. If y'all do enjoy stuff like this, go ahead. Let me know in the comment section below if y'all want more breakdowns like this. I was kind of drawing on it before. I'm not doing that no more. That wasn't my style before. I'm not going to start doing it now. But I like this way. Like I said before, if y'all got any prayer requests, throw them in the comment section below. You know, we give it to God out here at GITG. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, man.